Yeah, second.
Hey, good evening. Welcome to the Township of Lacey meeting, December 10, 2015.
Oh, yeah, actually, she comes in.
Adequate notice of this meeting is given in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act pursuant to Public Laws 1975. Said notice was advertised in the Lacey Beacon and was posted on the bulletin board showing the time and place of the meeting. We're going to begin with a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, item number 1, Rotary Club of Forked River.
I'd like to invite President Diamond Franzen up.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Good.
It's always my great pleasure to come to the meeting and talk a little bit about Rotary, and this evening is no exception. This year, for the first time, we had a Community Volunteer Award given out by the Rotary, and it is my supreme honor to give this year's Rotary Club of Forked River Rotary Community Volunteer Award to Dick Sansone from the Food Bank.
Oh, yeah.
I know Dick works tirelessly in town, going back and forth, driving the food bank van, and he works from dawn till dusk, making sure members of our community have adequate meals for distribution day and throughout the month. So he's a great example of our motto of service above self, and he's greatly rewarded, honor of this reward. And the one thing to receive this award was you could not be a Rotarian. So I'm very proud to give him this award and for him to be the first recipient of this award from the club. So thank you.
I'd just like to say I'm very honored with this award, and I'm very humbled by it. I'd like to thank the Rotary for recognizing there are hundreds of volunteers throughout our township, and they work every day, every year, volunteering many times. I'd like to thank the Lacey Township Committee and the mayor for all their help and support for the Lacey Food Bank. They've been with us since day one, and whenever there was a need for help, they were always there to help us out. And please, everybody at home, don't change the channel. We have a brief commercial from the Lacey Food Bank. We are a 501c3 charitable organization group, which means all your donations, all your donations are tax deductible. And before December 31st, anybody's looking for a tax deduction, we'd be honored if you would please think of the Lacey Food Bank with your donation. We are a complete volunteer group. We get no support from any government offices. We rely solely on your support. And one other thing, thank you.
Also, I just wanted to make mention that this past Thanksgiving, the Rotary Club and the Food Bank partnered together, and we fed over 220 families in town. We work with our Interact Club over at the high school, and between the two groups and the Interact, we pack food baskets up, and we distribute over 220 baskets out to members of the food bank client list. So that was a very well-oiled machine that happened this year that we partner with the food bank. And also coming up this weekend is the Rotary Club's ELF program, where amazing numbers this year at an all-time high. We are servicing over 428 children in our community to bring Christmas to them. And it cannot be done without the many, many donations of our local businesses, local families, and the support of our community when we go out and do our fundraisers throughout the year. And I know many of you support those fundraisers throughout the year as well, so thank you. And our community supports those fundraisers, and we cannot put that program on without your support. So this year will be an all-time high with the children that we're supporting, but we are well prepared this year, and we're getting ready, and it starts tomorrow, and then distribution day will be on Saturday. So thank you so much.
Diamond, just a couple brief comments. First of all, you could not have picked a better person to give the award to. Hands down, Dick is probably the greatest volunteer we have in this community. He's worked
endless hours for the food bank over the years I've known Dick, and, you know, there's not a day that goes by that that van isn't sitting in front of ShopRite at the crack of dawn, so Dick can be loading up that van to get the stuff to bring down to the food bank. So, you know, Dick, you truly, truly deserve that award. It's nice that it's you can't be a Rotarian to get it, because now that Dick has received it, he would make a great Rotarian.
He told me when I first presented him with the award that he thought he was always a Rotarian, but he never knew it. So now we're working on him to see if he'll join the club.
He truly follows the full weight test in every possible way
Yes, he
when it
does
comes to
follow
Rotary.
the full
So,
weight test.
but Dick, you know, congratulations to you. You truly, truly deserve it. And as far as Rotary goes, you know, all of the good that you do throughout the course of the year. You know, the ELF program, it's done so much good over the years for all the different families that really need help.
Yeah.
The same with the turkey program at the Thanksgiving holidays. But those are only two of the items that the club really does. I mean,
Yes.
you and your group work 12 months a year.
We do.
you
We work
know, for
hard
different
12
causes.
months a year, and I will say that, one other thing I want to mention is that our scholarship program is up online. So if there's any high school student looking for a scholarship, it is up online. It is due back at the high school by February 13th. And this year we are awarding $20,000 with a special extra $5,000 scholarship and a past Rotarian's named Rich Hire. So it'll be a total of $25,000 in scholarships that we're giving out this year. So please, if you're interested, any high school students, please get those applications in.
Yeah, that opens doors for a lot of young men and women in
Yes.
this town. But please send our thanks back to the organization. And, you know, we truly, you've done a fantastic job, and your year's only half over.
Yes.
You know, July still.
Half over.
Yes, but you've done an outstanding job for us, and, you know, I know Veronica keeps me abreast of a lot of stuff that goes on, so.
Thank you.
I'm always hitting them up for money. Buy tickets, buy tickets.
She's great at selling $100 tickets, but thank you very much for
Thank you
everything
so
you guys
much.
do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any comments from committee members? Yes, Ted?
I forgot two things. I didn't take out my cheat sheet.
I thought you were taking out a check to give us. Oh.
I forgot to mention the Rotary has been handing out turkeys to the food bank and all the sections for over 10 years that I know of. And I forgot, Veronica, please tell the public how to and where to mail their checks and how to make them out.
If anyone is interested in donating via check or ShopRite gift cards or so on and so forth, or even cash, they can, I don't suggest mailing the cash, but mail it to the municipal building here, attention the administrator's office, or come into the administrator's office and drop it off. And we do send you a return receipt for your tax donation so that you can have that receipt for your taxes.
Thank
So
you.
we're always willing to take those donations on behalf of the food bank.
Committee, anyone? Okay. Moving on, any add-ons?
Yeah, I have an add-on that I just gave you. We have a Hurricane Sandy resident who has finally received their funding, who now has a contract in order to, well, I'm going to say relocate their house, but raise their house, so they need to relocate their house. And the next door neighbor, who has a vacant piece of property, is generous enough to allow them to move their home to the vacant land for about a 45-day time period by the time they put in the new raised foundation, so on and so forth. So they are just looking for the township to basically sanction this and to authorize it, because basically it would be a zoning violation if they were to do it without permission. So this came up from Loretta, just requesting, you know, our endorsement that it would be fine to move the house there.
Move it. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, item number 2, resolution 2015-291, authorizing the convening of executive session.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing convening executive session to discuss matters of personnel, anticipated pending litigation, and contractual matters.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
And Mayor Quinn.
Yes, motion to adjourn. Go into.
Second.
Move it. All in favor?
Aye.